to a recording that comes from inside one of the loudest yet most deserted places you could imagine, a metal foundry. During a morning shift, one of the workers decided to capture something he still says keeps him awake at night.
(11:31 de la mañana). ¿Alguien me puede explicar?
A tall, female-looking figure dressed in what appears to be a long gown or robe. She walks calmly across the work area, which is already strange, since no one is allowed to wander into these sections, especially without proper safety gear. But that's not all. If you jump ahead to second 40, as she starts heading toward the exit, it looks like she's walking, but not actually moving forward. Her legs are in motion, yet her body barely shifts position for several seconds, as if physics didn't apply to her the same way, or as if she wasn't entirely part of this world. The following security guard states that other staff has been seeing strange shadow sightings in this grocery store for quite some time now, and that nobody could ever really explain this phenomenon. It happens so frequently that staff are already joking about the shopping shadows they see. And tonight, the guard seems to have captured the activity on camera.
Se mira acá de este lado, es la pantalla que está prendida. Ahí arriba, esa. De ahí en más, pues estoy solo, les digo, está todo solo ahorita. Solo. Y ahorita había algo allá, en la entrada de clientes. Hasta allá, hasta el último. Y lo vi clarito. Ya lo vi otra vez. A ver si se alcanza a ver. No, me da miedo ir. A eso que se mira ahí. Ese. Miren, ya se movió. ¡Oh! Está caminando, de hecho está que no manches.
There clearly is a dark silhouette walking in the aisle in the background, and if it wasn't another staff member or customer, do we have to believe that this one is one of these shadows that the man was telling us about in the beginning? How eerie. On the last day of 2022, 3 law enforcement officers responded to residents following a tip-off from a neighbor who reported peculiar and disruptive sounds emanating from the premises. During New Year's Eve, a 20-year-old woman named Kamelka was present in the house with a few friends. They engaged in a questionable activity, utilizing a Ouija board with the aim of summoning otherworldly entities related to a family with cannibalistic tendencies and their unfortunate victims. This decision took an unexpected turn when Kamelka abruptly began displaying unpredictable and untamed behavior, ultimately securing herself inside a room. According to her friends, something went drastically wrong, indicating that Kamelka appeared to have come under the influence of a malevolent force, indicating that Kamelka might have become possessed.
Jezu, jak to ona tak warczy? Ja pierdzielę. No, totalnie.
Pierdolę, ja dostaję tylko 50 zł, kurwa. Idź tam do...
Uważaj.
Kamila! Kamila!
Ona jest nad nami u góry, od góry coś widzi.
Znamione byśmy się zrobili pozycjami, to mógłbyśmy sobie zrobić. Odsuń się i
Nie?
można, go łeb, kurwa, zostaw.
Drut ma jakiś.
The police was unable to enter the room to get her out of there, so instead they decided to place a ladder from the outside, trying to lift her out of the window towards safety. But it unfolded a bit different than they had anticipated.
Tu jesteś, ciekawska. Chodź, misiu. Nie bardziej jak świnia, kurwa. Chodź. Chodź tu, kurwo. No, chodź tu. Chodź tu, Kamilka. Kamilka, tu też cię widzę. No nie czołgaj się. Kamilka. To dziecko cię woła. Kamilka. Wiktoria cię woła.
Apparently, the police was able to get her out of the house, telling her that her daughter was waiting for her. They took her to the local hospital, where she is still in treatment, and not much is known if her loved ones had taken any additional steps to help her with this estranged behavior. Pretty creepy. Ghost Tunnel. To follow up on some research they found on the internet, they came across something pretty inexplicable in their minds. Important to note, they state that they did not bring any flashlights at the time of their initial recordings and only came back with one after exiting the cave and running into a couple that actually had brought one way later. Let's take a look.
Whoa. I can hear your footsteps. I just seen a light at the end of the tunnel. What the f? Hello? What the f was that?
A mysterious light was seen right at the end of the tunnel. Given that nobody had a flashlight, it made them wonder what could have been the cause for that. Also, the cries for help were only discovered after the couple had returned home. Was it cries from the afterlife? In 1888, 30 people lost their lives right in front of the tunnel when a train crashed after the conductor had jumped off and left the machine, as well as several more fatal accidents that had taken place around the cave. Could this all be the reason for the residual energy that might have been captured on tape here? Who can say? This clip was shared by a young man who had been riding his bike through the forest. He says that at one point he noticed a tall dark figure trailing behind him. As it got closer, his only thought was to get out of there as quickly as possible. No one knows for sure where the unsettling sounds in the footage came from, but many believe it could have been some kind of unidentified creature. The next video was posted by Channel 3T. The uploader wrote that this was an unknown creature that they managed to capture on the camera of their phone. One of the spookiest things about this video is that the uploader does not usually post paranormal clips. Their content is actually usually focused on dog agility. The video shows a dense forest. It appears that the uploader is out exploring what looks to be an old abandoned house. When he bends down to film the well, he does not expect to capture this.
Солнце не зашло, как-то мрачно, очень мрачно. Еще и в колодце что-то шипит. Может, ужик.
The video shows a terrifying white face peeking out from deep in the well, looking back up at him. The eyes shine bright blue, and some say it appears that there are even flames coming out of them. The mouth of the creature appears to be open, making the whole image that much creepier. After the sighting, the uploader is visibly startled and can be seen running away before the video ends abruptly. What do you guys think of this sighting? Is there any reasonable explanation for this face in the well? Was it just a skit? Or did something mysterious unfold here? Chris has uploaded the following video, which is quite an interesting one. He states, "This is a video straight from a colleague's home security system. There is what appears to be some sort of orb at the bottom of the screen, which turns into a light. And at the top of the screen, you can see what appears to be a transparent figure walking through the fence. What do you guys think is going on here? Are we seeing some paranormal activity unfolding? Most people think that this was not caused by bugs in front of the camera. So, what was it then? Working as a custodian might not sound dangerous. You clean, you keep things in order. The worst you expect is dealing with a bit of a mess, but in this case, that sense of safety didn't last. 2 videos posted to TikTok by a school custodian have been stirring a lot of curiosity. According to him, the first clip came from a co-worker. At first, it seems ordinary, but if you pay attention to the audio, there's something unusual. At first glance, nothing stands out, until you listen closely. There's a faint sound in the background, almost like a ghostly cry, drifting past the custodian before fading away. It happens in just a moment, disappearing into thin air. He says the noise seemed to pass right by him before vanishing completely. The second video, filmed on another day, shows a machine inside the school that's hooked up to motion sensors. These sensors are only supposed to activate when someone walks directly past. Yet in this recording, the lights flicker on and off several times in a row, with no one in sight. The sensors keep tripping over and over for several seconds before finally stopping. Even now, there's been no clear answer for why either of these incidents happened. Was there a crying spirit wandering through the building? If so, what could have made it cry? I'd like to hear your take on this one. Let me know your theories in the comments. In this clip, we are following along an Italian investigation team, and they made it to some supposedly haunted dormitories. Apparently, many former workers have shared tales about strange noises in the night and even shadow sightings. It is also said that several people went missing in there, since safety regulations were basically non-existent at the time this building was still operational. Let's see what they could capture.
Poi sono passi pesanti, Cioè sono rumori pesanti proprio. Hai sentito? No ragazzi, io sopra non ci voglio salire. Che cazzo? Il corridoio dovrebbe essere chiuso.
A dark shadow is appearing at the end of this derelict hallway, walking towards the right and then simply disappearing into thin air. None of the team members saw it at the time, but after rewatching the video, they are pretty certain that this shadow was of paranormal nature. Could this be the case? Who can say? The following is an update from Diego Spikers, who has shared some really terrifying encounters in the past in his own apartment. Apparently there's a spirit haunting his entire family. One of the latest terrifying captures was featuring a strange hand that seemingly belonged to nobody. What kind of hand is that? Some commenters speculate that this might be the hand of a demon, since this does not look human to them. But who can say for sure? It is really creepy without a doubt, and I guess we will never fully know how exactly this unfolded. This unsettling footage was filmed by a man named Jordan, who works as a security guard. This particular incident happened in the early morning hours, around 5:30 a.m. In the video, Jordan uses his phone to zoom in on one of the security monitors in front of him. The camera shows a passageway out on the street, blocked by a locked sewage drain.
Hey man, so I'm sitting up here at work, right? I'm a security guard, guys. It's 5:38 in the morning. This passageway down there with the sewage drain, that's locked off actually. And you see them glaring eyes right there, right? Now mind you, I don't know what the hell that is down there. But it's weird, bro, cause like it popped up, and as the camera, as you can see, is black and white. As the other ones is in color. You see I could zoom out on it, and I could zoom in on it, and the eyes are just glaring. Like, I don't know what the hell that is, man. It's not a person. What the heck? I don't know if it's a dog man or something. It's something back there, bro.
In the footage, a pair of bright, eerie eyes stare out from the darkness near the passage. Jordan says he has no idea what they belong to. Many viewers in the comments believe they might be looking at the legendary Dogman. For those unfamiliar, Dogman sightings date back to 1887 in Wexford County, Michigan. Did Jordan's video capture the infamous Dogman, or could it be something else entirely? Share your theories in the comments. The following incident has been shared by Denat Amenov. He states that something really strange happened one night as he was staying at his sister's house. He wrote, "The craziest thing just happened to me. Woke up at around 3 a.m. from an annoying lamplight. This was filmed on an iPhone X. No other light sources were turned on in the room. And this is not a reflection. That was so surreal and weird." It is really odd how this table light seems to be turned on in the mirror's reflection. Could this be happening in another dimension at this time? Some people speculate this to be the case. For reference, he took 2 pictures in the morning. And he filmed again the following evening. No strangeness seemed to be unfolding this time. However, somebody noticed that something else was with him the night prior, something that was sitting under the desk. Could this be an entity? People say it almost looks a bit demonic, very creepy, whatever it was. What do you think happened here that night? Certainly a night to remember for him. The following video was recorded by a trail cam that was mounted on a pole close to the owner's home. There were always weird noises that could be heard stemming from the local woods. Many legends were told about the infamous skinwalker that was supposed to roam this area, especially at night. The man had decided to mount this camera together with a floodlight for security purposes. And one night, it would appear that he finally caught something that he couldn't easily explain. A strange white creature appears on the right side of the screen and seems to be running through the picture in a pretty inhumane way. Look at its legs. It almost doesn't look human at all, wouldn't you agree? Some people say it almost looks as if that thing was stalking for prey. What an unsettling thought. Are we actually seeing a mysterious creature here? Or was it something way more unnerving? Please let me know what you think. To this day, the man has no idea what exactly was captured that night. The next clip was uploaded to Reddit by user Hachi4496. He and his family have lived in this house for a while, however only recently started feeling a strange presence in their home. It started out subtle, just the feeling someone is watching you or thinking you see someone out of the corner of your eye. But soon it escalated. They started hearing footsteps and items banging around the house, doors closing on their own, and even speaking coming from rooms where nobody was in sight. They decided to try setting up a few cameras to see if they could catch maybe an object falling on its own or a door slamming. What they caught was even more frightening. A black figure very quickly makes its way across the kitchen. If you look closely, it even appears to leave a black fog behind for a brief moment. The entity even seems to crouch down, avoiding the camera when it comes into view. While some viewers say this could simply be a bug, others are saying the way the shadow seems to intentionally avoid the camera, paired with the strange shadow and extreme speed, makes it look very different than other clips of insects on lenses. The shadow creature could possibly be responsible for the paranormal events. Or is this all a coincidence? Let me know your thoughts about it. Now to a video from a man who was working as night security. He sometimes brought along his son in the early evenings. Apparently there was a pretty eerie storage unit, in which many people swore to have seen really odd and strange things. And he even goes as far as telling us about a supposedly haunted doll that he found in one of them.
I will say the place is rather frightening, especially the basement level of this facility. And here's the doll you've all been asking for close-ups of. And I immediately knew this was worth something. I've had a lot of skeptics argue with me, but I do believe it's cursed. And you'll see why in just a moment. And oh yeah, so the workers at the storage place and showed me a video of my unit saying they heard loud noises inside. They thought it was me, which I surely denied. They wanted proof, so I gave it to them. I've been told it's a poltergeist, which I had no idea what that meant until I saw a couple of videos online of said phenomenon. But just watch the video for yourself. Super creepy stuff.
As we all can see, this haunted doll seems to be moving in the old storage unit, where nobody else was around late at night. Could it be that something is possessing this doll? A strange children's toy for sure, wouldn't you say? Maybe he should be considering getting rid of that thing. Now we are following Hunting the Unknown, who is investigating a supposedly haunted convent from the 1800s. This place was run by nuns till the late 1900s, until it was eventually shut down. Yet, some urban explorers claim that they have seen shadows in there, and even heard people talking when there was nobody else in there. Let's take a look at what this young man could capture tonight.
That's creepy, mate, like that.
Unbeknownst to the man, there's a dark cloaked figure standing in the room to the right. What's really interesting is that he didn't point it out, even after editing the video. So people think that this could have been a legit capture. Was somebody with him perhaps? Or was it the actual spirit of one of the former nuns? Comments range widely. Unfortunately, there's never been an answer to that question. What do you believe? The next video was shared by Ella, and she recorded it one summer day while on a little bathing adventure in a river in the Philippines. She had her GoPro with her and simply wanted to document her outdoor adventure today. But it seemed that something else was with her. Let's take a look. Although there was nobody with her in the water, at least seemingly, there's a pair of legs standing right behind her. How is this possible? Could this be a reflection from somewhere? Most people believe that these belong to a spirit though. An unsettling thought, isn't it? But who knows?
Tommy forwarded me this video of Jack, who was living in Scotland. He claimed to be haunted by an evil poltergeist and could record the activity on video this night. Now that's what it says. So let's just see.
Oh my. Oh.
Going up his stairs.
Phone's upstairs.
Well,
Oh my.
I think I would have been out of this house by now. I mean, this clip seems to be going on for some time, so let's just see if there's anything.
I swear to I seen something.
Could all also be Irish, right? I'm not sure. Did you hear that growl or whatever? Let's listen to it again. Oh wow. Yeah, I would beat the hell out of there. Super unsettling. Creepy.
Celeste Castro recently shared a chilling experience she captured while home alone in the early hours of the morning. Shortly after midnight, she began hearing strange noises coming from her living room, and what she encountered next left her terrified.
No. mames, no sé qué hacer ya, no sé qué hacer. O sea, literal se escuchó donde abrieron una puerta. No mames, no mames. Eso no estaba tirado ahorita. No mames, güey, no mames, está abierta la puta puerta. Ay, no. Voy a cerrar la puerta. No hay nadie, o sea, no hay nadie. No hay nadie. Voy a cerrar la puerta y le voy a poner seguro porque la neta se supone, no hay nadie, literal no hay nadie en plebes. O sea, no sé qué voy a hacer. El celular está grabando aquí. A ver si capta algo, porque la neta ya me harté de que estén pasando cosas y no sepa qué es. La voy a dejar grabando y me voy a ir al cuarto. Me da mucho miedo, me da mucho miedo ver lo que hay. No mames. Se escuchó como que algo así despacito. Y vamos a ver. No mames. 16 minutos. Yo quiero saber lo que realmente pasó. No se ve nada. Creo, fíjate. Como por ahí. No mames, no mames, no mames. No mames, no mames. No mames, güey, no mames. ¿Qué vergas es eso? ¿Qué vergas es eso? Me está dando miedo. Te lo juro que estoy temblando. ¡No! ¡No mames! ¡No mames!
As she cautiously investigated, Celeste was startled when she saw something briefly peek out from behind her kitchen refrigerator. That was enough to send her running out of the house in fear. She decided to spend the rest of the night at her cousin's place. To this day, Celeste admits that she has no idea what she recorded on her phone that night. Interestingly, she also notes that nothing unusual or out of the ordinary has occurred in her home since that incident. Whether this experience was a one-time event or a prelude to something more, only time will tell. We'll have to wait and see if Celeste provides any further updates on her unsettling encounter.